Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Integrations, miscellaneous exercise. Okay, next question, question number 33. Evaluate integral 1 to 4 modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x minus 2 plus modulus of x minus 3. Okay, evaluate integral 1 to 4 modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x minus 2 plus modulus of x minus 3 dx. Now here three modulus functions given. Okay, mod x minus 1, mod x minus 2, mod x minus 3. Okay, so mod x minus 1, how will it open? So mod x open as mod x is equal to x when x greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, and mod x is equal to minus x when x less than 0. Similarly, mod x minus 1, okay, now if inside value x value is greater than or equal to 1, this is greater than or equal to 0, and if this value x value less than 1, inside quantity is negative. So mod x minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 1, and modulus of x minus 1 is minus of x minus 1 if x is less than 1. So mod x minus 1, open it as x minus 1 for x greater than or equal to 1 and minus of x minus 1 for x less than 1. Okay. Similarly, mod x minus 2, open it as x minus 2 for x greater than or equal to 2 and minus of x minus 2 for x less than 2. Okay. Now mod x minus 3, how it will open? Mod x minus 3 is x minus 3 if x is greater than or equal to 3. Mod x minus 3 is minus of x minus 3 if x is less than 3. Okay. Now if you consider this as I is equal to, here meaning of the function is changing at 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'll write this integral 1 to 4 as integral 1 to 2 plus 2 to 3 plus 3 to 4. We have a property that integral a to b f of x dx we can write as integral a to c f of x dx plus integral c to b f of x dx. Okay. Now using that property, I'll write integral 1 to 4 this quantity, as integral 1 to 2 modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x minus 2 plus modulus of x minus 3 dx plus integral 2 to 3 modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x minus 2 plus modulus of x minus 3 dx plus integral 3 to 4 modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x minus 2 plus modulus of x minus 3 dx. Okay. Now 1 to 2 means more than 1, modulus of x minus 1, open it as x minus 1. So this is x minus 1. Now 1 to 2 means below 2 only, no? So below 2, modulus of x minus 2 is what? Minus of x minus 2. So minus of x minus 2 means minus x plus 2. So minus x plus 2. Okay. Plus modulus of x minus 3. Okay. So 1 to 2 means below 3, modulus of x minus 3, open it as minus of x minus 3, nothing but minus x plus 3. Minus x plus 3 dx. So integral 1 to 2, okay, modulus of x minus 1 means more than 1, modulus of x minus 1 is x minus 1. Okay, 1 to 2, below 2 means modulus of x minus 2 is minus of x minus 2, nothing but minus x plus 2. Okay, 1 to 2, modulus of x minus 3 is minus of x minus 3, nothing but minus x plus 3. Okay, here plus x minus x cancel. Okay, so 2 plus 3, 5, 5 minus 1, 4 minus x. So integral 1 to 2 4 minus x dx. Now second one, integral 2 to 3 modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x minus 2 plus modulus of x minus 3. Now integral 2 to 3 means x value is greater than 1. So greater than 1, modulus of x is modulus of x minus 1, open it as x minus 1. Okay. Now here x value greater than 2 modulus of x minus 2, open it as x minus 2. So this is x minus 2 plus modulus of x minus 3 below 3 modulus of x minus 3, open it as minus of x minus 3. So minus of x minus 3 is minus x plus 3. Okay. So integral 2 to 3 x minus 1 plus x minus 2 minus x plus 3 dx. Now any cancellation here? Here minus x plus x cancel. Now minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 plus 3 cancel. So it is integral 2 to 3 x dx. Integral 2 to 3 x dx. Okay. Plus next one, integral 3 to 4. Integral 3 to 4 means more than 3. So more than 3 mod x minus 1 is x minus 1. Mod x minus 2 is x minus 2. Mod x minus 3 is x minus 3. So x minus 1 plus x minus 2 plus x minus 3 dx. So nothing but x plus x plus x. 3x minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 3 minus 6. So integral 3 to 4 3x minus 6 dx. Now integrating. So 4 integration is what? 4x minus x integration is x square by 2. Lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 2. Plus x integration is what? X square upon 2. Lower limit as 2. Upper limit as 3. Plus 3x minus 6. 3 into x integration x square by 2 minus 6x. Lower limit as 3. Upper limit as 4. Okay. Now by substituting in place of x upper limit minus in place of x lower limit. Now first bracket here. So if we apply in place of x 2 minus in place of x 1, what will get? First of all in place of x if we substitute 2, 4 into 2. 4 into 2 8 minus 2 square 4 by 2 2. So how much it is? 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2 minus of lower limit. Substitute lower limit. 4 into 1 4 minus 1 by 2. So 4 minus 1 by 2. Okay. But that is regarding first one. Okay. 4x minus x square by 2, lower limit 1, upper limit 2. By substituting upper limit 2, what we get? 4 2 is 8 minus 4 by 2 2. Okay. 8 minus 2 minus lower limit 1 if you substitute 4 minus 1 by 2. Okay. Now first of all I will calculate this bracket. This bracket. Now 4 8 minus 2 minus 4. Okay. 8 minus 6 2. Okay. Minus of minus plus 1 by 2. So 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay. This value 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay. Next. Now x square by 2. X square by 2 if you substitute upper limit 3 square 9 by 2 minus 2 square 4 by 2. Okay. 9 by 2 minus 4 by 2. So 9 by 2 minus 4 by 2 is how much? 5 by 2. So this value is 5 by 2. Plus third part, 3x square by 2 minus 6x, lower limit 3, upper limit 4. Substitute upper limit. How much value you will get? 3 into 4 square by 2 minus 6 into 4. That is upper limit. Minus lower limit if you substitute 3. So 3 into 9 by 2 minus 6 into 3. Okay. Here 4 square 16 by 2 8. 8 3 is 24 minus 6 4 is 24. 24 minus 24 cancel, minus half. Here 9 into 3 27 by 2 minus 18. If you apply minus inside, so minus 27 by 2 minus half minus plus 18. Okay. Now here what we have? 2 plus 18 20 plus 3 23 minus 27 by 2. Take LCM. LCM is what? 2. 46 minus 27. 46 minus 27 19. So final answer is 19 upon 2. 19 by 2. Okay. I'll repeat once again roughly. So here question is to evaluate integral 1 to 4 modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x minus 2 plus modulus of x minus 3 dx. So first of all, mod x minus 1 open as x minus 1 for x greater than 1 greater than or equal to 1 and minus of x minus 1 for x less than 1. Modulus of x minus 2, open it as x minus 2 for x greater than or equal to 2 and minus of x minus 2 for x less than 2. Okay, modulus of x minus 3, open as x minus 3 for x greater than or equal to 3, minus of x minus 3 for x less than 3. Okay, now I'll divide this interval 1 to 4, okay, splitting the limit from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, because definition of function is changing at 2, 3, 4, 1 to 3, okay. So limits from 1 to 2 plus 2 to 3 plus 3 to 4 I will write. Now 1 to 2 means more than 1, this is positive, so x minus 1. Now 1 to 2, this part is negative, so minus of x minus 2, nothing but minus x plus 2. This part is negative again, modulus of x minus 3 is minus of x minus 3, nothing but minus x plus 3, okay, dx. Plus 2 to 3, this part positive, so x minus 1. Now this part is also positive, okay, so x minus 2. Now this is negative, so minus of x minus 3, nothing but minus x plus 3 dx. Plus, now 3 to 4, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive, so directly will write, okay, without modulus will write. So integral 3 to 4 x minus 1 plus x minus 2 plus x minus 3 dx. Okay, now here plus x minus x cancel. Now 4 minus x dx, integral 1 to 2 4 minus x dx. Here minus 1 minus 2 plus 3 cancel, okay, plus x minus x cancel, so integral 2 to 3 x dx. Plus here 3x minus 6, integral 3 to 4 dx. Now integrating, so what we have, 4x minus x square by 2, lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 2, plus x integration x square by 2, lower limit 2, upper limit 3, okay. Now this is 3x square by 2 minus 6x, lower limit 3, upper limit 4, okay. By substituting upper limit minus lower limit, after simplification we will get the answer as 19 upon 2, okay. Next question. Question number 34. Prove that integral 1 to 3 dx upon x square into x plus 1, okay, dx upon x square into x plus 1. If you observe, here in denominator we have a linear repeated factor and one linear non-repeated factor, or else you can consider as one quadratic factor, okay, x square into x plus 1, okay. Now numerator is constant, so this is proper rational function. By using partial fractions method, 1 upon x square into x plus 1, I'll write as a upon x plus b upon x square plus c upon x plus 1, okay. Now by taking LCM, x square into x plus 1 cancel on both sides, so left hand side is 1, right hand side what we get, a into x plus 1 plus b into x plus 1 plus c into x square, okay. Now to find out a value, b value, c value, there are several methods. One is comparing quotient of x square, comparing quotient of x and comparing constant on both sides. That method you can follow, okay. Compared to that, I will put x is equal to 0, so that this part is 0 and this part is 0, directly I will get b value. By putting x equal to 0, so this part 0, this part 0, a part 0 and c part 0, will get b value as 1, okay. By putting x value minus 1, by putting x value minus 1, a part 0, b part 0, minus 1 square is what? 1. So c into 1, c is equal to 1. So b value and c value we have. Next, to find out a value, I will compare quotient of x square on both sides. Comparing quotient of x square on both sides. So here quotient of x square is ax square, a plus cx square. So a plus c into x square quotient is a plus c. Left hand side anyhow there is no x square term. So 0, x square quotient is 0. So a plus c is equal to what? 0. So a is equal to minus c, okay, nothing but minus 1, a is equal to minus 1, okay. Therefore 1 upon x square into x plus 1, what we can write, a value is how much more? Minus 1, so minus 1 by x plus b value is 1 by x square plus c value is 1 upon x plus 1, okay. So integral of this part is nothing but integral of this part. So integral of 1 to 3, integral from 1 to 3, dx upon x square plus 1 is equal to integral from 1 to 3 minus 1 by x plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x plus 1 dx, okay. Now minus 1 by x integration is what? Minus log mod x plus 1 by x square integration is minus 1 by x plus 1 by x plus 1 integration is log mod x plus 1, okay. Lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 3. But here log a minus log b, log a minus log b, log a by b we can write. So log of x plus 1 upon x. Log a minus log b, okay, log a by b, okay, log of x plus 1 upon x minus 1 by x, lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 3. Okay, by substituting upper limit 3, so what we will get? Log of 4 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Okay, minus in place of x, if you substitute 1 now, lower limit, log of 2 by 1, nothing but log 2 minus 1. Okay, so log 4 by 3 minus log 2 plus minus of minus plus 1 minus 1 by 3. So log a minus log b, log a by b, log a minus log b is log a by b. So log of 4 by 3 by 2, nothing but log of 2 by 3, log of 2 by 3 plus 1 minus 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. That is what we have to prove. How to prove this? Integral 1 to 3 dx upon x square into x plus 1 is equal to 2 by 3 plus log 2 by 3. Okay, now easy problem. Here what we did, using partial fractions method, 1 upon x square into x plus 1 is written as a upon x plus b upon x square plus c upon x plus 1. Okay, take LCM. Okay, both sides denominator cancel, 1 is equal to a into x into x plus 1 plus b into x plus 1 plus c into x square will get. So by putting x value 0, this term 0, this term 0 will get b value as 1. By putting x is equal to minus 1, a term 0, b term 0, c into minus 1 whole square is 1. So c into 1 c is equal to 1. So b value and c value both are equal to 1. Now to find out a value, I will compare quotient of x square on both sides. By comparing quotient of x square on both sides, this side 0, this side ax square plus cx square, nothing but quotient of x square is a plus c. So a plus c is equal to 0. So a is equal to minus c, nothing but minus 1. Okay, substituting a value, b value, c value here, what will get? 1 upon x square into x plus 1 is equal to minus 1 upon x plus 1 upon x square plus 1 upon x plus 1. So integral of this part is nothing but integral of this part. So integral 1 to 3 dx upon x square into x plus 1 is equal to integral 1 to 3 minus 1 by x plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x plus 1 dx. Okay, now integral 1 by x is log mod x, this minus outside, so minus log mod x plus integral 1 by x square is minus 1 by x plus integral 1 by x, integral 1 by x plus 1 is log mod x plus 1. Lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 3. By applying upper limit, or else first log a minus log b, log a by b, log mod x plus 1 upon x minus 1 by x, lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 3. By substituting log 4 by 3 minus 1 by 3 minus lower limit log 2 minus 1. Okay, so log 4 by 3 minus log 2, log a minus log b, log a by b. Okay, log 4 by 3 by 2, nothing but log 2 by 3, log 2 by 3 plus 1 minus 1 by 3. 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. Okay, that is the answer we have to prove. Okay, next question. Okay, next question question number 35. Prove that integral 0 to 1 x e power x dx is equal to 1. Okay, prove that integral 0 to 1 x e power x dx is equal to 1. Here we have product of two different types of functions. One is algebraic function and one is exponential function, both of which are directly integrable functions. Okay, when both functions are directly integrable functions, okay, by integration by parts method, using integration by parts method, and when both functions are directly integrable function, we'll use Eilert method to find which is first function and which is second function. Now I, L, A, algebraic first, T, E, exponential second. Okay, by applying integration by parts and taking x as first function and e power x as a second function, what we have, what is integration by parts method? Integral of f into g equal to f into integral g minus integral of f dash into integral g dx. Okay, means first function into integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function. Now using that, first function is x and second function is e power x. First function into x into integral of e power x dx minus integral of derivative of dx by dx into integral of e power x dx whole dx, lower limit 0, upper limit 1. So e power x integration is e power x only. So x into e power x minus integral of dx by dx is how much? 1. So integral e power x is e power x. So integral e power x dx, lower limit 0, upper limit 1. Okay, e power x integration is what? E power x only, no? Okay, so x e power x minus e power x, so x minus 1 into e power x, lower limit as 0, upper limit as 1. Okay, by applying upper limit 1 in place of x, what we get? 1 minus 1 0, 0 into e power 1 is 0, minus lower limit 0 if you substitute, minus half 0 minus 1, minus 1 into e power 0. So e power 0 value is 1. Okay, so minus half minus plus 1. So answer is how much? 1. That is what we have to prove. Okay, here I'll repeat once again. Here question is to prove that integral 0 to 1 x e power x dx is equal to 1. Okay, applying integration by parts method. Applying integration by parts method by considering x as first function, e power x as second function. So what we have, first function into integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function. Okay, x into integral e power x dx minus integral of derivative of x with respect to x into integral e power x dx whole dx, lower limit as 0, upper limit as 1. Okay, x into e power x integration e power x. So x e power x minus integral of dx by dx is 1, integral e power x is e power x, so integral e power x dx, lower limit 0, upper limit 1. So integral e power x is how much? E power x only. So x e power x minus e power x, what we can write? X minus 1 into e power x, lower limit 0, upper limit 1. Okay, by substituting upper limit 1 in place of x, what we get? 1 minus 1, 0 into e power 1, that is 0, minus, by substituting lower limit, so 0 minus 1, minus 1 into e power 0. So minus 1 into e power 0, so e power 0 value is 1, minus 1, minus half minus plus 1. So that is the answer. Okay, next question. Prove that integral minus 1 to 1 x power 17 into cos power 4x dx is equal to 0. Now whenever you have integral minus 1 to 1, minus a to a, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, minus pi to pi, in such case, first check whether the given function is even function or odd function. Okay, check whether the given function is even function or odd function. How we can check whether the given function is even function or odd function? Simply, if f of minus x is equal to f of x, function is even function. If f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, it is a odd function. Okay, we have a property that is integral minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 2 times of integral 0 to a f of x dx if f of x is even, and 0 if f is odd function. Okay, now f of x is how much? Here given function is f of x is x power 17 into cos power 4. Now if you observe, this is even function, this is odd function, even into odd is odd function. So anyhow, f of minus x is equal to minus x power 17 into cos of minus x power 4. Cos of minus theta is cos theta. So cos of minus 4 is cos of minus x is cos x only. So cos x power 4. So here no change. Now minus x power 17, minus x power odd is minus x power 17. Okay. So this is how much what we got? Minus of x power 17 into cos power 4x, nothing but minus of f of x. So f of minus x is equal to minus of f of x. F of x is odd function. Okay, when f of x is odd function, directly what is the answer? Answer is 0. Therefore integral minus 1 to 1 x power 17 into cos power 4 dx is equal to how much? 0. Okay, whenever minus a to a, minus pi to pi, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, okay, such functions, such limits are given, check whether the given function is even function or odd function. Okay, suppose it is even function, you write as 2 times of integral 0 to f of x dx. Suppose if it is odd function, directly write it as 0. Okay, so here f of x is x power 17 into cos power 4x, f of minus x, okay, is minus x power 17 into cos of minus x whole power 4. Cos of minus x is cos x, so nothing but cos power 4x. Here no change. Here minus x power 17 is minus x power 17. So f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So f of x is an odd function. Okay, as f of x is an odd function, integral minus 1 to 1 x power 17 into cos power 4x dx is equal to 0. Okay. Next, question number 37. Prove that integral 0 to pi by 2 sin cube x dx is equal to 2 by 3. Prove that integral 0 to pi by 2 sin cube x dx is equal to 2 by 3. Okay. Here integral 0 to pi by 2 sin cube x I will write as sin square x into sin x dx. Sin cube as sin square into sin. Okay. Now integral 0 to pi by 2 sin square x I will write as 1 minus cos square x. Okay, 1 minus cos square x into sin x as it is dx. Now I will put cos x is equal to t, because here what we have sin x, okay, as if you consider cos x equal to t, okay, sin x dx minus sin x dx is equal to what? Dt. So sin x dx becomes minus dt. So sin x dx becomes minus dt. Okay. Now first of all, in sin cube x I will write it as sin square x into sin x. Further sin square x is 1 minus cos square x. Okay, and put cos x is equal to t. Okay, cos x equal to t minus sin x dx equal to dt. Sin x dx is equal to minus dt. Okay. Now limits. Lower limit is how much? 0. Upper limit is how much? Pi by 2. So when x is equal to 0, cos 0 is how much? 1. So when x equal to 0, t equal to 1. Okay. When x is equal to pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is how much? 0. When x equal to pi by 2, t is 0. So now lower limit is how much? 1. Upper limit is 0. Okay. So 1 to 0, integral 1 to 0, 1 minus t square into sin x dx is what? Minus dt. Okay. We have a property that integral a to b f of x dx equal to minus integral b to a f of x dx. Okay. When you remove this minus, lower limit becomes upper limit and upper limit becomes lower limit. So integral 0 to 1 minus t square dt. Okay. So 1 minus t square integration is how much? 1 integration is t minus t square integration is t cube by 3. Lower limit 0, upper limit 1. Okay. By substituting upper limit 1 minus 1 by 3. Okay. In place of t, if you substitute 1 minus 1 by 3. 1 minus 1 by 3. Anyhow, if you substitute lower limit 0 only, no. So 1 minus 1 by 3 is how much? 2 by 3. That is what we have to prove. Okay. Now here question is to evaluate. Prove that integral 0 to pi by 2 sin cube x dx is 2 by 3. I'll write sin cube as sin square into sin. Further sin square as 1 minus cos square, and put cos x is equal to t and minus sin x dx dt. Nothing but sin x dx is minus dt. Okay. Lower limit when x is equal to 0, cos 0 is 1, t is equal to 1. And when x is equal to pi by 2, upper limit when x equal to pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is 0, t equal to 0. So I reduces to I equal to integral 1 to 0 1 minus t square into minus dt. Okay. Suppose if you remove this minus, lower limit becomes upper limit and upper limit becomes lower limit. So integral 0 to 1 minus t square dt. So integral 1 dt is t minus integral t square is t cube by 3. Lower limit 0, upper limit 1. Okay. By applying upper limit 1 minus 1 by 3 is what? 2 by 3. Okay. Now we will conclude up to here. Remaining problems we will discuss in next session.